Welcome to San Marcos, Texas, home of the Texas State Bobcats, a place widely known as one of the continuously inhabited sites in America, and we expect our crowd to continually inhabit and make their presence known in this game. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the UTSA Roadrunners, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Texas State Bobcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So UTSA's offense will take the first swing of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games this guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. So Texas State's offense will go to work for the first time. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside, and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. Two physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, two alphas, two guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, cornerback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
It'll be a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. Didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it downfield. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got room on the return. Running inside the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in the last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward. But let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And the Roadrunners are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Roadrunners.
Yeah, And this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Martin. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Jenkins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Bobcats are in the hurry-up. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. They'll give it to him again. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Offense lining up quickly. It's a draw. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's going to take off. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Bobcats have this offense rolling.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make? Because they...
And that pass picked off. Takes it the other way. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
Lining up to add another. bangs it through for an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Georgia is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Matthew Stafford and Stetson Bennett among the greats to play in Athens. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Western Kentucky. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
He makes the connection. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
It seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. We can talk about the next game on the schedule. They're always looking forward to this one.
To the air, it's McCown. Fakes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And off to Jones. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. Let's see if the defense comes after them. Third and short from the 45. Fires left. And the pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Bobcats in the hurry-up.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after him, was able to make the tackle for loss.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great, man. As a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the tight end. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Now the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Reddick. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Wow, what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much on purpose.
And the Bobcats trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas State.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Move the chains with that completion now on first down. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. The give from the gun. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
The Roadrunners are rolling down the field. To the air on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Going to try to get it himself. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Allen. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. And the Roadrunners have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Completion on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
Guys have the backfield now. It's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Scanning the field, it's McCown. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
You can tell this quarterback and these wide receivers are on the same page. Quick read, quick throw, quick success.
The Roadrunners have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And they will score! Touchdown, UT San Antonio! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. FIU has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled over. They're trailing by 14 to Buffalo. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Coming out with it, it's Reddick. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Simpson. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Back to the air one more time. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab, it's the Spartans. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 2nd down, looking to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to move it through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And the Roadrunners want to crank the tempo. Comes out throwing on first down. He's taking the shot. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Let's see what they've got on second down. Running back goes in motion. The jet sweep pass. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what we saw right there.
You see it in football all the time, right? I get a matchup on the outside. You want to try to play man coverage. I'm going to let my wide receiver try to go up and make a play. A lot of times the wide receiver wins.
He lost one down the sideline. He caught it, and he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, UTSA.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. From inside his own 15, looking for room. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Roadrunners will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Reddick. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
From the gun, give on the inside. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The Bobcats moving quickly to the line. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
And the Bobcats will punt this one away. And the returner will be dragged down. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard.
He lets it fly. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And that is just the worst feeling as a wide receiver because you're way downfield, you're ready for the big play, but you're just unable to connect. I'm sure he's going to be on the sideline asking for another deep shot opportunity.
Offense in an empty set. Looking to throw, it's McCown. He'll take another shot here. Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field of play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. And the Roadrunners will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive.
Hit the afterburners, kid. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Here comes the offense on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. You know, the entire concept of the play-action fake is to slow down the rush. Didn't work.
No, they didn't bite on it, which was great defense. They didn't bite on it. They knew it wasn't a run. Played pass, continued to get to the quarterback and get the quarterback on the ground.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up for him.
The Bobcats will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He'll call for the fair catch here. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
You just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll try the run. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Gets rid of it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got a man. It's Lacy. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Caught over the middle. It's Reddick. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Lacy. And the Bobcats will hustle to the line. He's got his man.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking to throw it again. Using the quick game.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in third and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up first and goal.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to Pater. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Snap it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
Buys a little extra time. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. North Texas is running away with this one behind an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 21 over UNLV. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And it's on the ground. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Wants to throw on first down. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab on the right. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Touchdown, Roadrunners. They take the lead with the 6.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. This offense has a second down play. Caught in the backfield, it's Sparks. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Bobcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Bobcats line up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Back to pass, it's McCown. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They're facing a third down. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who start through the first 3 periods. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. This is a third and long. Got his man quickly. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Roadrunners send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Shakes off the tackler. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They'll ride the hot hand. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Takes the handoff. It's Jenkins. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Bobcats want to move quickly. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
They'll run play action. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
From the gun, the running back has it. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they got it down to the 34. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Catch in the middle, it's Simpson. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's first down at the 27. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle, it's Camarda. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Working that left side now. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Trying to barge in. Touchdown, Bobcats. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
On to attempt the try. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. He's looking to throw it. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And listen, the quarterback drops back. He's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes a catch down the right side. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, UT San Antonio. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Reddick. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Got it behind the line. It's Jenkins. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. He's taking a deep shot late in the game and is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. Back to the ground game on the left. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Touchdown, UTSA! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Charlotte is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over Ole Miss. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got it set up on the outside. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Reddick. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Coming after it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. It's complete. He's loose. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas State.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone now.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Handoff to Jones. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Roadrunners getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA